So I wanted to react to this Castris fiasco situation. Like, for those who do not know, there's a big uproar in the HSR community about the new recent leaks, and let me tell you the context of this. So basically, for those who know, the upcoming character for HSR is Castris, the most hyped character for this patch at least. And she has a unique skill. Now, that unique skill does not need to be activated when you are like using her in a team. That unique skill is permanently active if you own her on your account. And for her particular, the the skill lets you revive an ally during battle. And this shit can be used in endgame mode. So basically, if you do not use her, or you, oh wait, sorry, if you do not get her, your account will be missing a free revive button on your characters during battle, even if she's not on the team. And this might convert into content where characters are getting one shot and characters are expected to be revived, which is not a good thing at all. No, 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 no. This is a terrible fucking news, because if you do not own her, that content will become impossible for you, even with the strongest of the shielders and the strongest of the healers. Like, I don't think the company gets, if they do this, how damaging it will be for the game and for the community as well, because right now a good percent of the audience is split. Like, I would have imagined that everyone would be against this, but there still are some retarded folks who are like, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Just get the character. Yeah, she's beautiful. Get the character. Eh. And it's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you can't be expecting this. Okay, so without further ado, let me just take a look at this.
Hey everybody,
video.
how's it going? Jenazad here. So
Hello,
I wanted
Jenna.
to talk about the whole Castro situation, and I think there's a lot of things about it.
Wait, I think I'm covering his face. Yep, so I will have to do this.
That
Yep.
people have been talking about, but also some that people haven't really mentioned. And there's also some other things that go even beyond the Castro situation that are huge problems as well.
Yep, I will
So
talk
normally I
about.
don't really talk
I will talk about those situations once he talks about them. So let's
about
continue.
leaks, but everybody's been talking about this. At this point, it's
Yeah.
not even a leak, it's a flood.
Leaks,
It's public information.
Leaks are a good thing and a bad thing if you look at it. Like, okay, if you are free to play, leaks are amazing for you. Like, you can plan ahead, you can see if the character is good or not. But if it's like, it might ruin a fun for a lot of people. It's conditional.
So I don't
It's
think it's really
conditional.
so wrong to say it. But essentially,
But this
Honkai Star
particular situation is very, very overblown, and we have to talk about, not overblown. Sorry, that's a terrible word. Sorry, guys. My English is not my first language. My English. So yeah, if I use words that do not mean what they mean in the context, and yeah, I apologize for that. Let's continue.
Darrell's been doing a lot of power creep stuff, and now they're
Yep.
going to be adding characters like Castris and a few others potentially that have global passives that just owning the character.
Wait, there are few others as well? Oh no, 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 no. This is bad. I thought there was only Castris. I did not have news regarding to others yet. That might be terrible.
Character gives power to your account, so Castris' ability would be able to revive your characters in combat.
Yep.
Absolutely insane.
Astros.
That's a ridiculous
No,
level of power creep.
no.
You wouldn't even think possible. They're innovating power creep in that game, which is even crazier than stuff like Fire Emblem Heroes hasn't even done something like that,
I
as
have
far as
not
I
heard
know.
of that game.
So I watched Gotcha Smack's video here as well, which, by the way, he looks like a Minecraft villager here, which
Kacha Smack looks great. I'm a big fan of both of these guys. Sorry, I'm
is
fanboying out.
hilarious.
I'm a big
But
fan.
he had a really good video and a lot of good insights on this entire topic of how bad it is. And I completely agree with everything that he says. I believe that anybody who is on the other side who's defending it is an insane person. And
Yep.
people like to use all these arguments like,
Yep.
oh, it's a single player game, it doesn't matter. While they'll also look at tier lists for like 15 hours and argue about why a certain character is top tier or something when it's a single player game, but that's besides the point. It doesn't matter if it's a single player game or not. They're going to start balancing the game around the fact that you have these passives. It also completely removes the strategy in a game when it's a turn-based strategy game. Having all these insane power-ups that just only...
Like, this is not the first time they will be doing this. They have been doing this in all of their gacha games since the start. Like, look at the Akron situation. Akron was amazing because a lot of the content was tailored around her. As 3.0 rolled out, she is getting terrible and terrible at her own job. Unless you have E2, you cannot really run her. You need Jiaocho. Her classic teams do not work anymore. And then you have the Firefly situation. Like, Firefly was amazing. The unit. No one could beat her. And then Rappa came out and E0 comparison of both of them, and Rappa is just better. And now every content regarding Super Break is tailored around imaginary instead of her, and it's just sad to see.
the character giving your whole account power is ridiculous. There's no strategy to that. There's no, oh, let me pick and choose this power, or it only activates under these circumstances. It's just a plain power boost. It's like pulling dupes of a character. It's the same thing. You can essentially think of that passive bonus the same as pulling dupes of a character.
Yep.
Do you believe that they should be adding more functions like that? It seems really negative.
Very
Anyone who's
negative.
against it just seems like they're kind of a bootlicker at this point, because there's no logical reason that you would want more power creep in the game and more ways that they can nickel and dime you where you're pulling a character just to get their passive and you might not even use them, right?
Yeah, like,
hell,
imagine a character you do not want, but he has this crazy ass unique passive that lets increases your damage by 10%, all of your team's damage, and you are forced to get him. Like, if you do not get him, you are missing out on 10% damage bonus on everything you own, and your account is bricked. Like,
maybe if they were even buffing some of the older characters like Blade and stuff with those kinds of abilities, people wouldn't be as upset, but just adding that to new characters is kind of absurd. And people have been talking about it everywhere. Like, this was, what's your opinion about premium units having global passives?
that's
Obviously referring to Honkai Star Rail. And all the comments are like, unbelievably bad. This person says, do you believe it would spark backlash, or would people defend the devs like they're their firstborn? Well, we've seen both. There's a huge amount of backlash towards Honkai Star Rail, but there's also people defending it for no reason, really, when it's only hurting them. I don't know why people would defend something that is strictly hurting themselves. You don't get anything by defending the company in this aspect.
Yeah,
sure, maybe you can defend the company against other things,
You are just
depending on what it is.
you're
if
just
the
a fucking
community's wrong.
bootlicker.
This is something that is only hurting you as the player. It is not helping you in any possible way. You are the victim, and you're actively letting yourself be the victim if you're okay with it. A lot of people say, what should I do if I'm not okay with it? Well, you either don't spend money or you quit the game. To be honest, I kind of just quit the game. I was already like not...
Okay, I'm also saying this right now. If they do not revert or change how the global passives work, I might reconsider playing Honkai Star Rail. I'm dead serious. Like, even though I have spent a lot of time, I have spent a lot of money on this game, I just cannot, bro. It's like, if they are doing this, what possibly can they do next? What if we as a player base like bow down right now in this particular situation? You have no idea how horrible everything around this will get, and itself. Like, they will make more predatory systems. The other gacha games will look at this and they will be like, if these guys are getting away with this, we can. And then your other gacha games which you like because they did not have predatory systems will start adding those predatory systems. It's a cycle of despair. As long as you are willing to break that cycle by stop playing the game and stop investing money into these gacha games, where the dev does not fucking care about your ass. It's like you have to be retarded. Like what is going through your mind to willfully invest into something that is not respectful of your time or your money or your well-being?
Not
Just
really that
fucking annoying.
interested. Seeing them do this with Castris made me think, I think I'm just kind of done with the game.
Yep,
And let's
I
pretend
will be
that
if they
Castris
release
comes
it.
out and she doesn't have this passive, and they remove that whole system, because these are leaks after all, things are subject to change. I don't think that would make me want to play, though.
Why?
Um,
I'm
Anyone with
curious why.
eyes knows they're doing this out of greed. There's no other
Uh,
reason. So, I don't even feel happy if they get rid of the system because I know exactly what they think of us. They think of us as complete suckers, that we're idiots, that we're willing to buy anything, and we'll just lick their shoes after and be like, wow, that was great. It's such a disrespectful, insane thing to do that at a certain point you just have to go like, do I really care about this game anymore? Do I care about this team? Because they don't care about me at all. They hate my ass. They just want my wallet. That's the only thing.
yep, 100% true. These gacha games or gacha companies do not give a flying fuck if you cannot afford their game, if you cannot enjoy their game. All they will do is maximize their profits. The whole concept of gacha games is to reap, like, farm money, farm as much goddamn money as they can. And if the player base does, if the majority of the paying player base does not complain or does not stop spending money even after these systems are rolled out, then they will just keep continuing it. And the 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 devs do not care. They will keep coming up with greedy strategies to milk money, and they just think we are stupid, and we are. Like, the whole community are fucking stupid because they keep spending their fucking money on this game, even when they keep making these systems more and more predatory day by day. My mind is blown, guys. My mind is fucking blown as to how fucking insane these gacha players are. Now, I am a gacha player, but I leave games. I leave games I do not like, or I just stop spending money. I used to spend a lot of money on Genshin, like monthly battle pass and all of that. I did not do prop ups, at least. I do not have that kind of money, but I did used to spend money. As they roll out the Mavica banner and all, I stopped spending money on that game. I did. I'm I'm purely playing that game for the content it has, the story it has. Even that is not amazing, but I do want to complete the story till the end. And once I do that, I will delete the game. If they choose to continue the story, I will not sit by. I am going to stop. Yep, I cannot continue
And I
those
think I'm just
games.
kind of done. And hey, that's
But
fine.
I will never spend a single dime on Genshin again. That's like I have not spent on it for since the Mavica banner.
But I'm also talking about this entire topic because these can spark ramifications across other games. Because let's be honest, all other gotcha games look at Hoyoverse and try and
Yep.
emulate their things. They copy the 50-50
Hoyoverse is the
garbage
blueprint
pull
for all the
system.
gacha
They
games.
copy the way the battle pass even looks, or they copy their menus, or hell, Wuthering Waves. The whole game is basically a copy of
Yep.
Genshin when you boil down.
I would say this. Out of all the gacha games, the one company that has never disappointed me is Kuro right now. Right now, at least. Like, that company has two games that I play, Punishing Grey Ravens and this thing, Wuthering Waves. Amazing. Both of the games are fucking amazing. The characters are insane. Their kits are fun. They do not like if there is no sight of power creep, at least in WoWa right now. But in Punishing Grey Ravens, even if there is power creep, the characters are fucking easy to get, and the gameplay is so much fun. Like, if you would be dumb to say ki I do not want the new character because I've built the old character. Guys, you can get the character for literally free by doing your dailies and your weeklies. And the character has fucking insane animations than the before. The main power creep in these games is the animations, I would say.
Down a lot of the
So
elements,
fucking
even though
fun.
it's different in a lot of
Kuro
ways, it's
is
still,
better,
you know,
just
based
better.
purely off Genshin, right?
At
Everyone is
audience
looking at the front
satisfaction
runner
at
and trying to
least.
copy them. If they can get away with adding this in their game, then what the hell are these other games going to do? They know that everyone's just a sucker that they can milk at that point. You can't have this go through, or other games are going to know it's okay as well. That is a really bad thing. The 50-50 system, they already got away with popularizing that, which is insane to me because it's way more predatory than some other systems.
So
Sure,
Genshin was
there's
the one
worse,
that
but
did the 50-50
it's still
bullshit?
not an amazing system.
God fucking damn.
And this brings me to the next thing, which is absolutely crazy. I said before I don't really talk about leaks, but this is another thing. They're going to add the USO system from Fate Grand Order.
The US.
For anyone who
system,
doesn't know
is
what that is,
I have never played.
every time you pull a
Fate Grand
character in
Order.
Fate Grand Order and you already have them essentially C6'd, they're maxed out, you would get 1 USO. And once you trade 10 USOs in, you would be able to select a character and essentially pull them. That was the old pity system in Fate Grand Order.
Huh? Wait, but that sounds kind of decent. Is it only for 5-star characters? Wait. S6 of... Don't tell me it's only for limited characters. Why on earth would you be pulling more than S6 of a limited 5-star character? How on earth does that make any sense? I mean, if it is for 4-star characters, then that's a really good thing, because then old accounts with almost all 4-star characters S6 will get that currency a lot. But if it is only for 5-star, then
They're thinking
fuck
of adding
off.
that
Just fuck off.
to Honkai Star Rail. Why? Why would you copy that kind of system from a game that's essentially seen as the devil, Fate Grand Order? That system was essentially an archaic, terrible pity system. Why would you want it in that game? Who would pull
Because it made them
more
money.
than C6 of a character in Honkai Star Rail, and for what reason? What else are they going to put in the shop?
Money.
Don't you find that a little bit concerning that they're willing to do something like that and the caster situation and all the power creep situation all at the same time in Honkai Star Rail?
Yep.
Isn't that a bit alarming that all of these are being done at the same time? It's
So
like
retarded.
you connect all these dots and it goes, okay, they're mega nickel and diming the entire player base. Like Gacha Smack was talking a lot about this, and he completely was logically going through it, and he didn't even talk about like the USO system and stuff like that. This is like news that is even more recent. I think this is a huge issue, and
Yeah.
I'm sure that everyone's been talking about it, even outside of the Honkai Star Rail community. But
I have seen the gacha.
this needs to be
Gacha Smack
completely
video.
condemned by everyone.
he's
Everyone should be
perfectly
coming together to condemn this
fine
because
with-
it's such an absolutely abhorrent system. Just all of these things, the castress passives, adding incentives to buy characters or, you know, pull them past C6. These are ridiculous. And
Like why
just no one
pass
should be supporting this. I
SC6
really
for a
hope that the entire
standard or
community
a
can come
limited
together, but I
5-star?
know that's an impossibility. There is only one side that matters in this, and it's the players. It's usually the players versus the company in gacha games, but the players hold all of the power, realistically. The company has to bow to the players. 10 out of...
You have no idea how much power the players have. Like, these soy motherfuckers just give in. Oh, give me all your dick. Let me gobble it up. Oh, you are the best. These fuckers do not realize if they stop playing the game, if they stand on their ground, the fucking game will improve in a single patch. Like, Genshin did this bullshit where they're like, okay, we will fix this Sanctum Elixir bullshit where you couldn't get the rolls in the stats you paid for. Like, not paid, you made, like the relic you made, you couldn't get the substats if you got unlucky. Now it is that you are guaranteed to get at least one in one of your substats, and that is not this patch, like the patch that is right now. This will be 2 patches later. Like, why is the community okay with it? The community was like, oh, they listened, they are fixing the situation. No, No, they're fucking not. If they wanted to fix the situation, they would have done this instantly. Like, one patch later, here you go. Even for the HSR thing. Oh, we saw that people didn't like the story. We saw the power creep situation. Yeah, we will see about that. And the community was, yeah, devs listened. बहन के लड़ो नहीं सुना उन्होंने. They did not listen. They just like, oh yeah, we saw the remarks, we will fix a few things. They are not adding a skip button, guys. They are adding skipable content in the story. Yep, there is no skip button.
Out of 10 times. If the players decide we're not going to spend money or play the game dies. The company has to listen to players. Like, look at what happened to League of Legends with the Hextech chest. The whole community went, screw
Yep,
you. And
I
guess
was
what?
I
The
was a
Hextech
part of
chests, I
that.
think, are
I
back.
did not
At
play
least
the game.
I think I heard about that.
I did
They're
not
adding
play
a
League
gacha
until they
system to
added
that
back
game,
the
though, which is
Hextech
pretty
chest.
wild. The players hold all the power, though, but so many people act like they don't. Now, I will say, obviously, China is probably more important than, like, the West in
Yep,
terms of,
that
like, how
is.
important spending is and
China
playing
more
and power.
important.
Just look at what happened with that whole Genshin Natland situation. People were like, we're gonna boycott this.
Nothing
It
happened.
doesn't do anything.
Yep.
Let's be honest. But even the Chinese side is really upset about everything happening in Honkai Star Rail. This means now is basically the
They
best
should
time to
be.
strike for the players. If everyone's on the same side, it's only going to help.
Like, China is also players. Like, I'm sure there are people, sensible human beings everywhere on the planet. It's not a thing of it that Chinese people, they will not be against the games. They should be. They will be. They are also human
Them.
beings. They also
There's
have
no
functional
purpose in
brains.
defending the company. If everyone's on the same
They won't
side,
blindly
the game will be
support this
better.
shit. They're
Maybe even
spending.
for
They are
years to
also
come.
spending
Because
their
right now,
hard-earned money
let's
on
be
this.
honest, the game's been in a rough spot. People not been a fan of the content. People haven't been a fan of the story. People haven't been a fan of the insane power creep and memory chaos. And now all these other decisions. It feels like the game's falling off a cliff all of a sudden. In the past, like, 2 months, all opinions towards Honkai Star Rail have just completely soured and gone downhill. And it's a shame to see because I think the game was awesome. I really enjoyed the game for quite a long time. And it's disappointing to see it go this route because I know it can be so much better. But
Yep.
anyways, I just
I
wanted to talk
love
about
the
this entire
game.
situation because, well, it kind of matters to me because it might impact games that I enjoy. And
Yep, it will. It definitely will. I'm just torn apart on if I want to continue playing the game or not continue playing the game if they roll out. I should stand on my business. I spend money, I should stop spending money. Because even the story is not that good, let's be honest. The story is bad, the power creep situation is bad, they're rolling out more predatory systems. I don't know how I can defend this game anymore. I used to love Honkai Star Rail. I was an advocate of this game. I used to tell my friends ki this is a good game to play if you are a casual player. You can just enjoy, sit back, hit the auto button. But it's just so sad. The state they made the game into. Anyways, I will stop this video here. Make sure you like and subscribe. I stream daily on Twitch at twitch.tv/csignite. Make sure you drop a follow and see you on the next one.